Previously on Tales of Function, the engine. Locked away in prison, Kratos made a very serious vow in exchange for a very serious weapon. Tonight, also in the S1 Alpha system, the secret location of the prison, Leo, Laika, and Artemis shut down communications in the system in Stage 1 of the Function Jailbreak Plan. Hello everyone, I'm Nate, and with me tonight is Nate playing Leo. Hello, Nate.
Hello, I'm excited.
And Laika playing herself, Macy. Hello. No, vice versa, Macy playing Laika.
That's close enough.
Hello. And then remotely, sort of, making her first appearance out of order, Megan. Hello, Megan.
Hello.
Megan is going to be playing Artemis, the goddess Artemis. How's everybody doing? Well?
Doing pretty good.
Nate's stoked. I'm excited that Nate's excited. So, anytime Nate's excited, it's going to be a good game. Let's get going. Guys ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Earth year 3667, the longest year. S1 Alpha system. S1 Alpha 65 communications station. Artemis, you slide around the station in complete cloak. It's always soothing for you to be in cloak. There's a calming elegance to flying in invisibility. Not that your flying isn't elegant when uncloaked, you're just keenly aware of your own skills at these moments. When your quarry is completely unaware, all while you stalk them. Call it the huntress at her finest. You study the station as you move between its columns and outstretched antennae, and soon you find what you're looking for. The long-range grouping of transmission antenna for communicating out of system, as well as the associated power supply, all predictably external. You sigh out loud, trying to sound bored, largely in the hope of drawing the function into conversation. You've become quite infatuated with these beings known as function, and you would give your life for the ones known as Cersei and Riot Girl. If one looked at it in a certain way, you did. Okay, Maggie, can I get a sigh? And then I need an investigation check.
Yeah. And that's with the ship form?
Yeah, absolutely. You'll be playing as the ship all night. Yep.
Okay. 13 plus 4, which is 17.
Okay. Really quickly, you find the next grouping of antenna that you're looking for, the inner security grouping, and its associated power supply, but you were unable to get a quick look at the best path, the best method for immediate disablement. So it's going to require another orbit. But when you do disable these two antennae, it'll make it all but impossible for the prisons to communicate with each other that are in this system. And then it'll be impossible for the system to communicate out to the protector. So,
all right.
You guys are here to knock them out. Now, why that matters is this is a secret system. It's full of all these prisons. Think of a planet, a system that's cluttered with planets. There's like 80 planets in this thing. And they're just all swinging around in a kind of like a perfectly cool orbit that kind of hides them all to each other and to the rest of the galaxy. So the Protectorate have been hiding kind of prisons in here. Some are not that secret. The system's pretty secret. The prisons are not, right? They have a reputation. Who knows where that is, but I've heard of blank, right? But the one that our heroes are being kept at is as secret a prison as can be kept, kind of thing. So think of 60 prisons in this system, maybe, kind of thing.
So you were saying that her investigation found the antennae? Located them?
Located them both.
Okay.
And you just need to do another orbit. Can I just get a luck check? So a D4.
Okay, that's a 4.
Okay, awesome. Leo and Laika, aboard the sentient spacecraft Artemis 1, you can clearly hear her sighing as she orbits in cloak around the station, performing visual intelligence gathering. What do you do?
Artemis, what are you catching? Why are you sighing? What are you seeing something out there?
We're gonna have to do another rotation.
A rotation, what? Just so you can try to locate the antennae?
Well, I found where they are,
Okay.
but we have to get another rotation in so we can get closer.
Laika, as Leo and Artemis speak, while they were speaking, I should say, you were fidgeting. Can I have you make a luck roll?
Yes. It's just a D4.
Yep.
So how well it went for me last time? 2?
Ooh.
Even number.
While you're fidgeting, you accidentally click a small button on the chair that you're sitting next to, and you see across the room, you see a drawer slide open and close as you press this button. And as they speak, you stand up and kind of walk over to this drawer and you look inside. But what you're looking at inside this drawer is a ring. A ring. Can you describe it for me?
I'd say it's silver, kind of like a thicker ring material, with some, I almost said embroidery, with like...
Engraving.
Engraving.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for, thank you.
Thank God you didn't bring up Gilf again. That was...
Whoops.
What am I missing out on? Wait.
Oh, you need to listen to Dysfunction.
What's happening?
Listen to Dysfunction. It's up on Dysfunction. I'm going to take this moment. I know. I'm sorry. Engraving.
So
it's all engraved. Yeah.
Has some engravings on it,
Yeah.
probably in just
Yeah.
like little shapes.
Okay.
And in the center there is a like a gem.
Okay.
That's like red.
Okay.
I don't know why I picked red, but hey, I found this ring. Looks pretty cool. What is it for?
It is a badass bitch ring. You can have it.
Oh my gosh! Thank you.
Mag, that was so well delivered. It's a badass bitch ring. You can have it.
Thank you.
That's so good.
Thank you.
Awesome.
And I'll put it on.
Okay. Nothing happens.
It's what the ring stands for, I think.
Yeah, dig it. Okay, so the plan here, gang, is that Artemis is going to beam you aboard once she's destroyed this antenna, and you're going to actually insert some malware that will destroy the station completely. Okay?
So we have to find like a network or technical room that we can
Artemis is
deploy
going to
this?
beam you right into the comm station, right into the control center.
It's a get in and get out.
Yep.
Okay.
So as you come around Artemis again on this final pass, as you swing past it, you reach the kind of apex of where both antennae are perfectly in striking range. I believe your ship has 2 attacks per action. Jace?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Using one of your primary weapons, you can attack both antenna, please.
I'm trying to figure out which one I should do.
They're both pretty juicy, so whatever you think.
We'll do the plasma cannon.
Okay.
That is an 18 total.
Okay. And then the other one, on the other antenna, that hits the first antenna, and then immediately behind it, microseconds behind it, is your other attack on the other antenna.
A 17 plus 8.
Oh, perfect. And then if you could just do the hit points on, we'll apply it to both of them. This is where it gets dicey. This is where it's so many for you.
I just need to find all my D8s.
I'd like to take this moment in the podcast to remind our listeners that I offered Megan the opportunity to do this digitally, and she said no.
Hey, I
like it old school.
I respect this.
I do too.
This is cool.
I love the audio of her looking for dice too. That's pretty slick.
Yeah, keep that in. All the rummaging around.
Wait, that's not my. Oh, that's it.
So it's like trying to find a needle and even more needles. Found them.
Yippee.
That's good audio, though. That roll is so good. Megan,
There's so many numbers going on in my head.
did your brain explode?
A little bit.
Is it higher than 50?
The equations.
It might be. Let me just redo the math, or do the math.
I'm going to encourage you to let me roll for you going forward tonight.
I don't know. This is humorous. I like this.
Just lets the anticipation rise.
Yeah.
That's true. Who do I think I am?
And then she's just going to say like 12.
15, I guess, then?
It's gonna be like,
That's going to be 69.
No! You just said that
That's for that.
funny number. The cheer is kind of foul.
number. That's so great. You two are...
Hooray!
Yippee!
Yay!
Usually,
Yeah.
usually when I play D&D,
Oh, man.
I pull out my calculator.
I know.
I have it with me right now.
I'll do your damage rolls going forward because those are hefty. You can do your other ones. I'll do your damage rolls for you. Any big one, you're like, I don't know. You do it. Okay, so you launch. The plasma cannon fires in both directions almost simultaneously, and both antennas kind of crumple into the station, and then out from small little holes by the station, 100 small little nanocraft shoot from the station and begin to attack you, Artemis. You have just enough time to beam Leo and Laika aboard into the control room, which you do. And then we're going to leave you out in space dealing with those nanocrafts temporarily and follow Laika and Leo inside the station. Here we go.
Beam me down, Artie.
You beam aboard inside, completely pitch dark. From different parts of the station, you hear collapsing metal and steel, and you hear the antennas continuing their kind of explosion and destruction from outside of the station where she had just kind of destroyed them. Emergency lighting comes on, and you realize you're in the control room. Could I get Arcana? So you tell me what you want to do. Never mind. You have your super function visions, so the dark doesn't really bother you. It is dark. That's just to let you know.
I'm just gonna roll perception.
Okay.
See if I can take a look around. Oh,
Sure.
I got a 10.
With a 10, you don't really notice what you might normally have noticed, which was a small beam of energy kind of sweeping around the room slowly. And as soon as it breaks contact with your forms, alarms begin to go off in this room. So, what do you do now?
Can I ask you to rephrase what you just said?
So, Macy rolled a perception check.
Yes.
It was not good.
Yes.
It was pretty bad.
It was average.
What happened was she failed to notice something instead of noticing something.
Yes.
Which is this essentially motion detector that just detected you guys.
I understand.
What would you like to do? Feels like maybe you have moments to act.
Did that sensor prompt the alarm? Are we just now
Yes.
piecing this all together?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
The sensor prompted the alarm. Correct.
Okay. Yep. Well, I just want to can I get a sense of the room? I'm not looking for something specific, but can I are there doors? What's the general layout?
What passive perception yields kind of one hallway that leads into this main control room. Behind you is a large viewing window that leads out into space.
Okay.
And then there are computer banks in front of you, desks, access panels, control panels, a small weapons locker off to your left, looks like. Doesn't seem to have any human weapons. They look more like controls and attachments for droids, stuff like that.
Okay. Can I roll an investigation? I'd like to see if I can find some sort of override button. I want to see if I can lock the shut and lock the door, just close off this front control.
Dig it. Yes, your investigation check is for knowing immediately which is the correct control panel to go to. If you'd like to use your words with your partner, she also could help you find that immediately.
Well, I roll a nat 20,
guys.
so
oh shit! Okay,
I cooked.
You go to it, and can I get an Arcana check to see if you can operate it?
I get an 18.
You slam the door shut just in time as pum 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 pum. Several automated security bots slam against the door. They continue to fizzle. Things go quiet for a second, and then all of a sudden you begin to hear the sound of a slow cut into the room through the door.
One of us needs to deploy the malware, and then we need to figure out again how to stall them more. But I feel like this kind of has to be a two-parter.
Do they understand language?
Droids?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Can I have them roll? I don't know if it's a collective roll or just the one that's cutting into the door for a wisdom.
When can you?
Oh God!
Time?
It's a nat one.
Tee. Okay. So I'm just gonna say halt, and then they stop doing what they're doing. They just stop.
Sick.
Okay. And then okay. You hear the sounds of the cutting cease. And we're going to leave you guys here for the moment. We'll be right back to join you. Meanwhile, out in space, Artemis, you are dealing with these nanobots. I'm going to give you a couple options here just so you know your ship a little more. You can cloak and they would not know they wouldn't know what to do. But you wouldn't be able to help Leo and Laika should they need you. And when you come uncloaked, you'll have to deal with them again immediately. So, whether you can just fight them, either way.
I think for now, I'll stay cloaked until they need me.
So
and then I can deal with that.
You'll need
when
to
I get
cloak.
to it.
Okay, you'll need to cloak. Can I get a stealth check?
Yes.
Trying to cloak while under attack is pretty slick maneuver.
A 15.
That'll get it done. You not only cloak, but the cloaking while under attack requires you to kind of move as well, or they would know immediately where you are. So it's a pretty complicated move. You handled it with grace, and we're going to jump back inside the room. The sounds from the cutting have ceased on the other side of the door. What do you guys want to do?
I think we should find where we're deploying the malware.
Yeah, I was about to say it's probably somewhere in this room. But
do another investigation check.
Yeah, we can.
Both of you can. Yeah, you both can.
Got a 6.
14.
Nate, you have a pretty strong suspicion that you found the computer, but you're not sure. Your Arcana check is now much harder.
Okay.
Macy, Laika, could you roll me a perception check, please?
A perception? Yeah. I got an 11. Oh my gosh.
It's good enough to hear the sound of banging against the door again. As sort of in a different area from where the first bot you told to stop. This is a different part of the door, of the large door. You hear another banging and cutting begin again. Nate, Arcana?
What's your Arcana modifier?
My Arcana modifier is +2.
Okay, I would like to cast Enhance Ability on myself, which is a 2nd level spell, and then I will specifically be giving myself Fox's Cunning. This is a concentration, by the way, up to an hour.
Okay.
The target has advantage on intelligence checks, Arcana. Then I'm looking to get advantage on that as I roll.
Sick.
So my first Arcana here is a 7.
That's pretty terrible.
It's pretty bad. 10's not much better.
No, that's really not that good. You are where you were a moment ago. Not sure if this is the computer even, if this is the right one even. Laika, what do you want to do with this information that you've achieved? And now you're beginning to see sparks kind of pour into the room where the cutting tool has actually kind of penetrated the door now.
Yikes. The computer, that's not something of like legendary importance, right? It's just a regular computer in the ship.
Make an argument that the communications hub of the Protectorate's most secret prison system.
That is so okay. So it is.
I would say, I don't know.
You would say that there's lore attached, correct?
I don't know. It seems like an argument could be made.
Okay, then I am going to cast Legend Lore.
Okay.
Which is what level is this spell? Which is a 5th level spell. And it says that it's on me, and it says that I can name or describe a person, place, or object, and the spell brings to my mind a brief summary of the significant lore about things that you named. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known.
Nice. Okay, so what do you want to know then? What are you trying to know? Sum it up for me.
Would like to know which computer.
It's definitely the computer Nate's next to. He's at the wrong computer.
No.
Yes.
Well, let's pop on over and get this malware in there.
Okay, and as you guys pop to the correct computer, 3 droids pour into the room through the hole that they've just cut through. Can I get initiative rolls? Meg, we're going to leave you after these initiative rolls temporarily and ask Meg what she wants to do. Stay initiative rolls? 13.
No, I see the spells.
Okay, cool. You don't know anything that's going on the station, Meg.
Okay.
You stay cloaked, or are you going to destroy some of these nanos?
I'm trying to think of like a pretty stealthy way to go about it. I think I'll do favored enemy, like the hunter's mark.
And that just locks onto them, basically, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That I'm going to allow you to stay cloaked for. If that's all you intend to do with it.
I'm trying to figure out what else I could do that won't give up my position.
Yeah.
I think I might try and hit them.
Okay.
I might try.
Okay. You come uncloaked, and they immediately turn in your direction and head your way.
I'm going to use the antimatter missile.
Okay.
It's not a great roll. I believe that's a 14 to hit.
That does hit the nanos.
Oh.
I'm rolling for you. 75. Of the 100 that are sprinting at you, 75 just kind of disintegrate as the antimatter kind of engulfs more than just the single one. And a piece of the antenna that you had originally collapsed that had bent over into this field of battle also kind of disappears in the antimatter cloud that you just fired. They latch onto your hull and begin to carve in. Please take 22 damage.
Whew.
And now you have 25 of these things kind of attached to your hull. We're going to leave you there. We're going to jump back into the control room and the first one, Macy pulls out this kind of like saw blade thing that spins and it swings at you. That's going to definitely hit you. 24. So for a 24, that hits you for a 16 damage.
Okay.
And then it is your turn. Don't forget to do your thing.
I will not forget to do my thing. I got a 6, so I get to add 6
So
onto my total.
Macy, a massive kind of, not pain, warmth radiates out from your finger where the ring sits and doubles that roll. You just got 12.
What?
So your ring now doubles your charge rolls. Nate, you fall and hit your face on the wall.
Yeah, like, I shoot my gun. Like, what do you want me? I don't know, man.
And then I get to roll for my action.
Yes, correct. Then
So
you get to do
I'm
stuff.
going to go after drone number 1.
Okay.
Where? Oh my gosh! I keep trying to scroll down, and my thing keeps not letting me scroll down. Please, please.
This shit'll happen to goddesses, I guess.
It just like kept like scrolling my window down, but not my spells. And I was like, I can't get to them.
I got it.
26 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
I'm casting inflict wounds, by the way,
Okay.
for 22 damage.
The robot explodes.
And then wait, I have a bonus action.
No.
I'm going to cast on the second drone.
Okay.
13
It does hit. Spiritual weapon. That sounds cool.
for 9.
9 damage. It sputters and spurts, but continues to advance. Leo, your turn.
You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna cast a level 3 guiding bolt at drone 2. Drone 1's dead.
Drone 1's dead.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast it on drone 2.
Okay. That just does, doesn't it?
No, I roll a 19.
That definitely hits it.
And then I do 66.
I need
20.
I need everybody to.
Does it die with 20?
Yeah, I need you both to take a dexterity saving throw.
18.
17.
22. Okay, so the third robot, you all jump out of the way of this exploding robot, and they just over-exploded. And then it is its turn, which it attacks at you, Nate, with that saw blade again. Ooh, that's definitely going to hit. 29 for... That's 18 damage.
Kind of rude.
There's just the one left.
Yes, top of the order.
I'm gonna cast guiding bolt
Okay.
for an 18.
That definitely hits. And right as it strikes him, just before it does, you hear on his comm, all units report to the control center. All units report to the control center. And you hear one other unit go, we're closest. We're probably 2 minutes.
Okay.
So, and
I
then the
got
guiding
21
bolt hit,
damage for him, by the way.
then he explodes super hard.
That's snitch.
You snitches get guiding bolted.
Snitches get blown up.
They get blowed up.
Bomb
Okay.
them.
Meanwhile, out in space, you have some I would allow you, Artemis, stuff like survival, potentially a survival check, to rid yourselves of these dastardly little nano.
That is a 17.
Your ship becomes essentially covered in a layer of antimatter, and they all just sort of dissolve off of the layer of your ship, and then it ceases, and you are now alone, waiting for your crew's orders to beam them back. We'll return to them in the control center with just moments to spare before more bots arrive. What are you guys doing?
I think I want to try and put the malware on the right computer. Ideally.
Yes, that seems like the correct move.
Yeah.
Macy, do you have any like boofs? Do you have any boofs? I'm gonna only allow 2 tries at this probably before you guys are back in the thick of it. So if you have any buffs, now's the time.
Trying to get my thing to like go down.
Show a girl her spells.
Please. Now is not the time to be acting up. There we go.
How rude of it.
I know, right? This computer hates me.
That's coming from an autonomous ship, an intelligent ship. That's super rude. She knows tech, and that's rude.
Would it be a saving throw that we would need to do?
No, it's just whatever you think you could give Nate as he installs this thing. Is there a buff and spell buff you have that's like a intelligence booster? Nate, you already have this on can. You gotta.
Yep.
I have bless, which is it.
Is that advantage?
The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled onto the attack or saving throw.
There you go. Good.
Word.
That's really all I got. Sorry, guys.
And as a goddess, her bless freaking means something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll some arcanas, baby.
Yeah, let's
see
have
what
it.
we can cook up.
This should be what? 2 of them plus some pluses.
First is you said a D4?
yeah.
Okay. An 11 plus 2, 13. And then the second one, I know. Oh, we're cooking now. 22 plus to 24.
The malware in moments
Nice.
is loaded up into the central mainframe, and you begin to hear systems shut down throughout the ship. Communications
Yes.
are directing the security bots all over. A quick comms link to Artemis has you back on board her in moments, and she immediately jumps out of the system. You jump into orbit, and you collect yourselves just in time to take in a truly gorgeous sight. Below you, the atmosphere of the green planet Thought swirls and spins as it shields and hides function from the galaxy. Moving out, light from the star Thought glints off of the several starships assembled before you. Light splinters into rainbows and dances between the ships, and the two function flagships, Cersei and Riot Girl, are positioned at the head of an impressive attack force, including 3 new fighters and Manan McClear and Horus's ships as well. Artemis sighs.
What a sight.
Artemis 1 to function fleet. S1 Alpha seems to be having some communication problems.
Let's go get our family.